Not every viral moment tells the full story. And not every confrontation you see online started the way people claim it did. Last night in Atlanta, a short, shaky video spread across social media in minutes. 3 familiar faces. A crowded nightclub. Tension thick enough to feel through a phone screen. The internet rushed to pick sides. But before opinions hardened and narratives locked in, there was a much bigger story unfolding. One that didn't happen on camera, and one that deserves to be told carefully, clearly, and without exaggeration. This is not about rumors. This is not about clout. This is about what multiple witnesses saw, what security intervened in, and why this moment mattered far beyond one nightclub. Because what happened between Kirk Frost, Young Jock, and Lil Scrappy wasn't random, and it wasn't over when the music kept playing. Atlanta's nightlife has always been more than entertainment. It's a crossroads. Music, money, reputation, history, all of it collides in the same rooms, under the same lights, with no script and no warning. On this particular night, one of the city's most popular clubs became the setting for a confrontation that had been quietly building for years. A situation where familiarity blurred into tension, and tension nearly tipped into something much worse. No punches were thrown. No arrests were made. But make no mistake, this was not nothing. To understand why, we need to rewind the night step by step. A night built for attention. The club was packed well before midnight. Bass rolled through the walls, so hard it felt physical. Strobe lights sliced through fog and perfume. The VIP sections were full, not just with celebrities, but with people who knew how to watch without being seen. This was Atlanta at its most recognizable, loud, confident, and electric. When Kirk Frost and Young Jock arrived, nothing seemed out of place at first. Designer fits, jewelry catching the light, the kind of presence that doesn't need an announcement. But to people who pay attention to energy, not just appearances, something felt off. Kirk smiled, but it didn't linger. Jock laughed, but there was tension behind it. They weren't relaxed. They weren't celebrating. They were watching. Across the room, Scrappy in his element. In another VIP section sat Lil Scrappy, doing what he's always done best in public spaces, commanding attention without trying to. Laughing, greeting fans, moving freely between the booth and the dance floor. People stopped constantly to show love, and Scrappy welcomed it easily. To most observers, he looked comfortable, unbothered, completely in control of his night. What many didn't notice was where Kirk and Jock's attention kept landing. Across the room. Over and over again. Glances turned into stares. Whispers followed. This wasn't coincidence. The history people forget. To the public, these men share TV history, industry overlap, and mutual familiarity. But familiarity doesn't always mean peace. Behind the scenes, there has long been talk of tension, differences in how loyalty, honesty, and public commentary are handled. Scrappy's reputation for speaking freely has earned him fans and friction in equal measure. To some, he's authentic. To others, unpredictable. And when perception collides with ego, situations escalate quickly. The approach, when the room NOTCS. When the DJ switched tracks and the crowd surged, Kirk and Jock stood up. They didn't hesitate. They didn't wander. They moved directly through the dance floor toward Scrappy. People noticed immediately. A small space opened, instinctively, as onlookers sensed something was about to happen. Conversations paused, phones lifted discreetly. Scrappy spotted them too late to avoid the moment. First words calm, but not comfortable. "What's going on, fellas?" Scrappy asked. Casual tone. Alert posture. Behind him, his crew stood. Kirk didn't rush his response. He looked Scrappy up and down before speaking. "You've been running your mouth," he said. "You know what this is about." Scrappy tightened his grip on his glass. "I don't," he replied. "If you got something to say, say it." That's when young Jock stepped forward. Pressure BUILDS, WORDS turned sharp. Jock's posture was relaxed, but his eyes weren't. "You've been talking out of line," he said. "Spreading things you shouldn't." Scrappy didn't back away. "If I say something, I stand on it," he replied. "But don't accuse me without proof." That's when Kirk reached into his pocket. The phone, RECAPTS or THRETS. Kirk unlocked his phone and held it up. Whatever was on the screen changed the tone. Scrappy's jaw tightened. "So now we doing screenshots," Scrappy said. "Miss me with that." But witnesses noticed something important. His voice wavered, just slightly. The edge, one step from chaos. Jock closed the gap. "This isn't out of context," he said. "You've been playing both sides." Scrappy squared his shoulders. "You think you can press me? You don't scare me." For a moment, everything stopped. Fists clenched. Breathing sharpened. The crowd fell silent. Then security stepped in. Security INTRVNES, damage control. A guard physically placed himself between them. "That's enough," he said. "Take it outside or take a seat." Kirk stared at Scrappy but stepped back. Jock followed. "This isn't the place," security added. Before leaving, Kirk said quietly, "We'll handle this later." Aftermath, no resolution, only warning. Scrappy's crew surrounded him. "You good?" someone asked. "I'm good," Scrappy replied, but the tension didn't leave his face. Across the room, Kirk and Jock sat silently, no longer drinking, no longer socializing. They were waiting. Social media, when the story ESCAPES the room. A shaky video surfaced. Not clear, not complete, but enough. Hashtags exploded. Narratives formed instantly. Some called Scrappy fearless. Others accused Kirk and Jock of intimidation. None of it told the full story. The exit, when an IGHTS end, but stories don't. Kirk and Jock left quietly. Scrappy watched them go. "This isn't over," he said to his crew. He was right. Because confrontations don't end when the music stops. They end when accountability does. And that hadn't happened yet. Moments like this are easy to sensationalize, and even easier to misunderstand. That's why this channel focuses on context, balance, and verified storytelling, not hype or distortion. If you value breakdowns that respect the truth, respect the audience, and respect the people involved, even when things get uncomfortable, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Because stories don't end when the clip does. They end when the full picture is finally seen. And we're just getting started.